So when I was coming home today, I saw a sign in the ditch about the pipeline. What's that all about?
Well, that's that Summit Carbon Solutions pipeline that they're wanting to come through. They're going to go kitty corner between our place and the farm and across the road, and they're going to cross, I don't know, it's either 4 to 6 of our quarters of land, and it's carbon monoxide.
Oh.
Carbon monoxide. That is a byproduct of making ethanol. And so they are trying to ship this carbon monoxide up to the Bakken oil fields in North Dakota, and they're going to, in these pipelines, carbon monoxide's a gas, but in the pipelines they're going to freeze it to a liquid state.
Okay.
So that they can, pump it. And it's very dangerous. If there's a rupture in the pipeline, it expands like a big huge mushroom cloud, and it's very dangerous, and people die, and then they're not digging it very deep. And so, they say, well, we can still farm over the top of it, but if something our machinery was to cause it to break, they're not going to pay for it, the damages. They're going to expect the farmer to pay for the damages.
Oh.
And they're just really rushing it through, and they're talking about doing eminent domain, which means that they could take the land involved, just the land that they need for the pipeline, away from us.
Would we be allowed to farm it still?
I don't know how that eminent domain part works for that, but eminent domain is not supposed to be able to be used by a private company for profit. It's supposed to be for the public's good.
Yeah.
So we don't feel like they should be able to use that, so we're very against it. And that sign was just Dad's way of saying, you're not welcome here.
So you said it was going between our place and the farm?
Mm-hmm.
And how many other quarters?
It's going to cross 4 to 6 quarters because they keep changing the route. We're not sure exactly.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. And Dad says it's going to come up like 120 yards from our house, which is really close.
Okay.
So it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And in South Dakota, they're not digging it deep enough. They're not getting below the frost line. So when things freeze in South Dakota, it pushes up.
Yeah.
And so eventually it's going to get closer and closer and closer to the top of the ground. And so when you run a heavy combine over it, you could fall through and break it.
So it sounds like you're pretty frustrated about what's going on here. It sounds like it's going to be taking up a lot of our land, and that they're not really planning on doing it the correct way. It sounds like they're doing some pretty fishy things. I guess keep me updated, because I'm interested in what's